You don't need to be more consistent. You need to kill who you were. The version of you that scrolls at night, negotiates with the alarm, just this once, skips the work. That person has to die. Not metaphorically, actually, because you can't be consistent with behaviors that conflict with who you used to be. You can only be consistent with behaviors that express who you've become. They tell you consistency is about showing up every day, building habits, not breaking the chain. But watch what actually happens. Monday, motivated. Tuesday, still good. Wednesday, harder, but you push through. Thursday, you negotiate. Maybe less today. Friday, you skip. Just once. You didn't fail because you lacked discipline. You failed because you were still you. Same identity, same default patterns, same unconscious preferences. You tried to layer new behavior on top of the old operating system, and the old operating system always wins. Consistency is not a behavior you add to your life. Consistency is the default output of a transformed identity. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you believe you are. Not who you want to be, who you believe you are. Your brain isn't trying to help you reach your goals. It's trying to keep you coherent, which means if your self-concept is, "I'm someone who struggles with consistency," your brain will generate behaviors that prove that true. It will make you tired at the wrong times, make you forget to set alarms, make you not feel like it, precisely when the action matters most. This is why willpower fails here too. You cannot out-discipline your self-concept. You can only replace it. The question isn't, how do I become more consistent? The question is, how do I become someone for whom this behavior is inevitable? And that requires death. Someone who tries to work out consistently is negotiating with their identity every single session. Their self-concept. I'm someone who doesn't really work out, but I'm trying to change. So every workout is an argument. Should I go today? Do I really need to? Maybe tomorrow. But someone who is consistent doesn't have that negotiation. They're not someone trying to work out. They're someone who trains. That's not what they do. That's what they are. One is layering behavior on top of identity. The other is expressing identity through behavior. Expression is effortless. Resistance is exhausting. So how does the death happen? Through evidence. You bury the old self with proof it no longer exists. The old identity dies when you create undeniable evidence it's no longer true. But here's the trap. They try to change everything at once. Training, diet, work, sleep, meditation, simultaneously. Cognitive overload, identity confusion, system crash. You can't kill 5 versions of yourself at once. You execute them one by one. Step 1. Choose the single behavior that most contradicts your current identity. Not most important, most contradictory. For most people, it's the alarm clock. The old you hits snooze, the new you doesn't. Step 2. Execute that behavior with 0 exceptions until it becomes evidence. Not 21 days. Not until it feels easy. Until you literally cannot imagine doing otherwise. Habit change has timelines. Identity replacement has seasons. You're not building a routine, you're replacing a self. Step 3, witness the death. You have to consciously recognize that the old version no longer exists. I used to be someone who hit snooze. That person is dead. I am not them anymore. And here's what they don't tell you. If your environment keeps feeding the old self, you'll keep resurrecting it. Once you have that evidence, undeniable, witnessed, locked in, you move to the next behavior. Wake up becomes training. Training becomes diet. Diet becomes work, one death at a time. Each identity execution makes the next one easier, not because you built discipline, because you have evidence that you're the type of person who executes. When you kill the snooze-hitting version of yourself, you prove something. I am capable of becoming unrecognizable, and that proof transfers. The next behavior doesn't start from zero. It starts from, I've already done this once. This is why people who transform in one area often transform everywhere. It's not motivation spillover, it's identity spillover. They've proven transformation is possible, that the old self can die. After enough executions, consistency becomes your default state. Not because you formed habits, because you are consistent. And once identity shifts to that level, the behaviors aren't even choices anymore. Like breathing. The old identity doesn't die quietly. It haunts. Weeks into transformation, you'll hear its voice. You're trying too hard. This isn't really you. You can relax now. This is the old identity's last play. It can't overpower you with laziness anymore. So it tries to convince you that you've already changed and can therefore afford to revert. Just once, just today. And if you take that hand, the ghost doesn't fade. It re-inhabits. Because identities don't die from single executions. They die from sustained evidence. And they resurrect from sustained exceptions. The old self stays dead only as long as you deny it resurrection. Every execution is a burial. Every exception is an exhumation. Consistency is not something you learn. It's someone you kill for. You don't get better at being consistent. You eliminate the identity that was inconsistent. You don't build the habit of showing up. You become someone for whom not showing up is incoherent. Desire gave you the fuel. Ambition gave you the architecture. Willpower gave you the lock. And consistency? Consistency is what remains when the old self is dead and the new self is the only one still breathing. You can keep trying to be more consistent. Layer behaviors on top of who you are. Set reminders. Create accountability. Or you can execute the old self, bury it with evidence, and become someone for whom consistency is not effort, it's expression. The version of you watching this right now, the one that struggles with consistency, that person has to die, not tomorrow, today, not as a goal, as a verdict, through evidence, through execution, through burial. But here's what you need to understand. Consistency keeps the architecture standing, but it doesn't move it forward. You can execute perfectly, bury every old identity, lock every door, and still go nowhere. Because there's more code to crown. The thing that turns consistent execution into inevitable acceleration. The difference between someone who maintains and someone who conquers. In video 5, we decode momentum, not the motivational kind, the physics kind, the force that makes everything you've built compound instead of repeat. Desire, ambition, willpower, consistency, 4 codes down. And if you've made it this far, if you've already started the executions, you're ready. Subscribe if you're done trying. The next code doesn't forgive hesitation.